The government's response to COVID-19 has been a sledgehammer approach, which has not factored in the consequences of placing human life as we know it in lockdown. The government is simply out of touch with the needs of Australians. Purely looking at the reduction of case numbers has decimated our way of life, and it is the goal of the Liberal Democrats to return Australia into a sensible, rational and free country. Hi, I'm Crystal Mitchell, your Senate candidate for the Liberal Democrats in Victoria, and I've been fighting the lockdowns and the state emergency legislation since I spoke out against the disproportionate responses as a Victorian police officer. I'm here to tell you that your life, family and work are not to be flicked on and off based on the whims of the government. In this video, I want to talk to you about the first policy in the Liberal Democrats' Freedom Manifesto, freedom from COVID alarmism. The Liberal Democrats believe that the Australian people are smart enough to make their own health decisions. The freedom from COVID alarmism policy will make several immediate changes. These include opening the schools. Closing schools decreased the severe COVID risk on children from 0 to 0. Not only that, 2 years of our children's education was ruined. Ending the lockdowns. We've been fighting these lockdowns since day one, and if we're elected, there will be no more lockdowns ever again. Legalising peaceful protests. Protesting is a human right. We should never be punishing people for standing up for what they believe in at a peaceful assembly. Protesting is a part of our democracy and it should be protected at all costs. Making vaccines available, voluntary but not mandatory. With rapid antigen tests available, it doesn't make any sense that every person, regardless of their health status, should be jabbed. Ending the mask mandate. Masks should be voluntary. It is only right that the individual chooses how they manage their health and that we do not use coercion to force people into a way of compliance with health orders. Allowing Australians to get home from abroad. Removing the border closures and travel restrictions. It's not okay that Scott Morrison took a private jet to cross a state border to spend Father's Day with his kids while everyday Aussies were not allowed to see each other. We want to remove contact tracing and QR codes, remove social distancing, remove mandatory self-isolation and end all emergency powers. What will this policy mean for you in the long term? It will mean that you will have certainty that your business will not be arbitrarily closed or have crippling restrictions. It will mean you can plan your dream wedding without worry. It means that you can see your family and friends who live overseas or in another state. It will mean being able to say a dignified goodbye to loved ones, in person and with those that loved and cherished them. Finally, it means that you will not be pressured by the government to take any medications or procedures that you are not comfortable with. In response to the horror of the last 2 years, we are calling for an immediate investigation into Australia's COVID-19 response. The Liberal Democrats will hold the government accountable. We will never lock you down. We will never shut down your businesses and we will never make medical decisions on your behalf. To find out more, go to ldp.org.au.
Authorised J Humphries, Mount Weatherly, Victoria.